be a rolling stone, you know. If the cause is right, I believe to find an answer on the road. Used to be a heart beating for somebody, but the times have changed. The less I say, the more my work gets done. Because I live and breathe this Philadelphia freedom. From the minute I was born, wave the flag. Philadelphia freedom took me knee high to a man. Yeah, gave me peace of mind my daddy never had. So Philadelphia freedom, shine on me. Oh, I love you. Shine a light through the eyes of the one left behind. Shine the light, shine that light. Shine the light, won't you shine the lights? Philadelphia freedom, I love you. Yes, I do. If you choose to, you can live your life alone. Some people choose the city, some others they choose a good old family home. I like living easy without family ties, till the whippoorwill of freedom side me right between the eyes. I live and breathe this Philadelphia freedom. From the minute I was born, wave the flag. So Philadelphia freedom took me knee high to a man. Yeah, gave me peace of mind my daddy never had. So Philadelphia freedom, shine on me. Oh, love you, yeah, shine a light through the eyes of the one left behind. Well, shine the light, shine the light. Shine the light, won't you shine the lights? Philadelphia freedom, love you. Yes, I do, yeah. So Philadelphia freedom, shine on me. Oh, I love you, yeah, shine the lights through the eyes of the one left behind. Shine the light, shine the light. Shine the light, won't you shine the lights? So Philadelphia freedom, love you. You know I love you. Don't you know I love you, love you, love you? Well, yes, I do. I love you, love you, love you. Yes, I do. You know I love Good evening, folks. Special shout out to everybody who is watching. It's part of the whole Waltz across Nebraska thing. That's the primary purpose I'm here for tonight, but I thought as long as I was going to be on, I'd just make this available to everyone who tunes into my regular live streams as well. So hello to anyone around the world who's watching as well. Don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow at my normal time with my normal show. This is just kind of a short program that I'm doing as a part of a special series of live streams from musicians all hailing from my beloved home state of Nebraska in the middle of the United States. You'll give me 1 second. I'm just going to turn my monitor up. I think I could stand to have a little more volume in my headphones. There we go. So anyway, we're just going to carry on. That was a little Elton John to get started with, and I brought kind of a short program. We'll be here somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 45 minutes, so try to have some fun. Probably won't really be doing any requests tonight. I'll save that for tomorrow at my regular show. But sit back, ease your seat back, enjoy a nice old Saturday night during the Rona pandemic. Lost everything to you. Say you want to start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you want to leave, just take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear, then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, yeah. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you just like a child, yeah. I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two. 'Cause I never wanna see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl, but if you wanna leave, just take good care. Hope you got a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and be aware. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Hard to get by just upon a smile, yeah. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you just like a child. If you wanna leave, just take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad everywhere. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, yeah. child. All right, that was a little Cat Stevens there. Let's say hi to some folks. Hello, hello. It looks like, well, hi, Noah and Ruth, two of my favorites, my favorite regulars. Nice. Blue ice cream. How you doing, Chris? Good to have you with us. New York City. Coming in from Bellevue, Nebraska. Would I be able to do I've Loved These Days by Billy Joel? Well, I wasn't going to take any requests, but, I'll try to squeeze that one in before the end of my set because I love that song, and anyone who knows Billy Joel well enough to ask for that song deserves to, for me, it's a real treat for me to get to play that. So I'll make sure I try to get to that one for you. The Center of the Nation, Belle Fourche, South Dakota. Belle Fourche, when I think of that movie, John Wayne and the Cowboys. He's leading his... all of his cattle. The cattle drive to Belle Fourche. Nice. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Patterson. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, let's carry on here. In fact, real quick, why don't we just take care of this fun Billy Joel request that we just got real quick. I do not remember all the words off the top of my head, so I'm going to have to use a little bit of a cheat sheet here for the lyrics anyway, but I think I can remember how to play it. This is a good one for this time of year. Let's pretend like we're just ahead of New Year's Eve instead, or that we're at New Year's Eve, and we'll do this one. Whoops. Now we take our time so nonchalant and spend our nights so bon vivant. We dress our days in silken robes. The money comes, the money goes. We know it's all a passing phase. We light our lamps for atmosphere and hang our hopes on chandeliers. We're going long, we're gaining weight, we're sleeping long and far too late, and so it's time to change our ways. But I've loved these days. Now as we indulge in things refined, we hide our hearts from harder times. A string of pearls, a foreign car. Oh, we can only go so far on caviar and Cabernet. We drown our doubts in dry champagne and soothe our souls with fine cocaine. I don't know why I even care. We'll get so high and get nowhere. We'll have to change our jaded ways. But So before we end and then begin, we'll drink a toast to how it's been. A few more hours to be complete. A few more nights in satin sheets. A few more times that I can say, but I've loved these days. All right, thanks for that. You cracked the code. You slipped a request by on a non-request night. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to carry on now with a piece of music I always like to play when I'm playing for Nebraskans. This one is, the time slot that I'm playing is part of the Ogallala block, which is my hometown, my original hometown. And for all the time that I lived in Nebraska, except for a couple of years when I was first born, but my entire memory of living in Nebraska, my dad owned a clothing store, a downtown store, and I even got to work for him for a few years. So I wrote this after we closed up shop, after he'd done it for about 25 years. I just sort of wrote this as an homage, an homage to downtown shops, which are becoming fewer and further between these days. It's called Downtown Main Street Shop. His name was Joe. He owned a hardware store. His wife was Betty Jane. His father left it to him 20 years before. His grandpa opened it in 1948. And they knew almost every single customer by name. And everyone bought everything from Joe and Betty Jane. Time marches on, and that little store is gone, but the doors are all still open in my heart. I'm glad I was around in that little town, and I'm so glad I bought from that mom and pop in their downtown Main Street shop. A big chain moved in and others came behind. Joe's traffic went away. He bought some television ads and billboard signs. Sales kept on dropping every day. He did everything that he could possibly afford to keep that business that he loved from locking up its doors. Time marches on, and that little store is gone, but the doors are all still open in my heart. I'm glad I was around in that little town, and I'm so glad I bought from that mom and pop in their downtown Main Street shop. My kids will never know the way it used to be time marches on. That little store is gone, but the doors are all still open in my heart. I'm glad I was around in that little town, and I'm so glad I bought from that mom and pop in their downtown Main Street shop. In their downtown Main Street shop. All right, thank you very much. You can check out my original music on Spotify and Amazon and all those good places. Anywhere music is sold or streamed, just look up my name. Okay, let's see here. What did I have next? All right, I wanted to play some Neil Diamond. This is a this is a Neil Diamond song from before his. It was a hit, but it was before his massive explosion. But he had a number of songs that are classics that came out before he really, really took off. And this was probably my favorite of, one of my two favorites of the era prior to when the massive Neil Diamond explosion took place. This is called Shiloh. Young child with dreams, dream every dream on your own. When children play, seems like you end up alone. Yeah. Papa says he'd love to be with you if he had the time. So you turn to the only friend you can find there in your mind. Shiloh, when I was young, I used to call your name when no one else would come. Shiloh, you always came and we'd play. Young girl with fire, something said she understood. I wanted to fly. She made me feel like I could. Held my hand down, I let her take me, blind as a child. All I saw was the way she made me smile. She made me smile. So Shiloh, when I was young, I used to call your name when no one else would come. Shiloh, you always came and you'd stay. Yeah. Now I aim and it filled me with wonder, but she had other plans. Gotta go and I know that you'll understand. I understand. Shiloh, when I was young, I used to call your name when no one else would come. Shiloh, you always came. Come today, come today. let's say hi to some more people. Hi, Linda. Yeah, I understand. I really do. I really do. Sharbowitz. How you doing, Brian? Out in New York City. Okay. Thank you, Ruth. Hi, David from Savannah, Georgia. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you tuning in. I love the internet for making it possible for us to hang out like this. Okay, what was I going to do next? Right, well, anytime I'm singing for Nebraskans, I always have to do a John Denver song. He's got 2 songs about going home. I'm going to choose the livelier of the 2 because, let me tell you, in challenging and unusual times, there's something about going home that just is comforting. This one is about a particular kind of road. One that I am pretty familiar with. Driving to farms to play barn dances. Get to spend some time on gravel and dirt roads in western Nebraska. And I've got nothing but a bazillion really, really warm-hearted memories there. So, I send this out in spite of the fact that you're going to hear the state West Virginia quite a few times here. Just know that it's western Nebraska that's in my heart. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Missed a taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning, now she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, oh mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads. Thank you. Oh, you tuned in there. Yeah, that was a fun little surprise for me, too. Thanks, Bennett. I love playing with him. He's a great guy. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's pick up the pace just a little bit here. We're getting fairly close to the end of this rather short set. But I wanted to play something peppy and inspiring. We're going to float away here on a river of dreams. Searching for something sacred and lost. But the river is wide and it's too hard to cross. Even though I know the river is wide, I walk down every evening and I stand on the shore, trying to cross to the opposite side so I can finally find what I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I've been walking in my sleep from the valley of fear to the river so deep. I must be searching for something I've taken out of my soul, something I'd never lose, somebody stole. Don't know where I'm walking at night, I'm tired and I don't want to walk anymore, till I can finally find what I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the jungle and down to the river so deep. I must be looking for something so undefined that it can only be seen by the eyes of the blind. In the middle of the night. Knows I ain't never been a spiritual man, baptized by the fire I've waded through the river that is running through the promised land. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the jungle and down to the river so deep. We all end in the ocean, we all start in the stream. We're all carried along by the river of dreams in the middle of the night. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gloria. And it's not so deep. Gloria. And it's not so deep. Alrighty, well, believe it or not, this is a pretty short set tonight, so I'm going to be leaving you on this one. But I appreciate you tuning in. Anyone who's enjoying yourself, I'll be back on tomorrow for my regular Sunday live stream at 2 o'clock Pacific time in the afternoon. I'll be taking more requests that day. It'll just be a normal show, but this was a fun thing to do in the interim. And I'm going to leave you with this uplifting message, courtesy of Elton John and Tim Rice from The Lion King. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. From the day we arrive on the planet, blinking, step into the sun. There's more to be seen than can never be seen, more to do than can never be done. Some say eat or be eaten, some say live and let live. But all are agreed as they join the stampede, you should never take more than you give in the circle of life. Is the wheel of fortune, it's that leap of faith, it's that hope till we find our place on the path unwinding, yeah, in the circle of life. Some of us fall by the wayside, some of us soar to the stars, some of us sail through our troubles, some have to live with the scars. There's far too much to take in here, mortified than can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round in the circle of life. Is the wheel of fortune, it's that leap of faith, it's the bend of the hope till we find our place circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune. It's that leap of faith. It's that band of a hope till we find our place on the path unwinding, yeah, in the circle of life. On the path unwinding, yeah, in the circle of life. All right, thanks so much, guys. It's been a pleasure being a part of Waltz across Nebraska. Always a pleasure to see any of you guys that tune in on a regular basis. If you're interested, I do this every Sunday, 2 o'clock Pacific time. 2 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific time every Sunday. For about 2 hours, we take requests, have a good time. So hope some of you will consider joining in if you got nothing better to do. And I always say at the end of my shows 2 things. If you're a musician, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody, give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. Let's make it count. We don't know when this comes to an end, folks. Thanks a lot. Happy Saturday.